Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. Today, I have got another of the cider sent over to me from Bobby Fischer, all the way from Sweden. And I'll tell you what, it's quite possibly going to be the strongest cider that I have ever reviewed on this show. Minus the homebrewed cider that I did quite a while ago, which measured at 10.2 ABV, but that doesn't count because you couldn't actually buy that, whereas with this one, you can. I have it with me right here, and it is, if I bring it in closer, Gutecider. I'm sorry, I'm going to completely butcher that name, but yeah, there we go. Gutecider, there you go, just get the lighting right on that. I've got a little bit of info, as Bobby Fischer has done with all of his ciders. Again, Gutecider, unfiltered sparkling apple cider made traditionally on the island of Gotland. So unfiltered, so that's cool. I can see the sediment right on the bottom there, but yeah, it's not filtered at all. It comes in these 375ml bottles, as you can see, but here's the kicker. The ABV is that 9% ABV. Unbelievable. That's stronger than Henry Weston's Vintage at 8.2 and stronger than Gamer's K cider at 8.4%, which I thought was the strongest cider that you could actually buy. But turns out I was wrong. Apparently this cider from Sweden is 9% ABV, which is an absolute monster of a drink. It's about on the same par as some of the Belgian beers that I've got in my little drinks cabinet. So I'm glad I'm only having this one tonight. So without any further ado, I'm going to get this top open. Bear with me, you're going to have to just see the top of my face a little bit. There we go. Quite big bubbles there rising up. Don't know if you can see, you can hear them. Look at that. Anyway, let's go in for the whiff test. That smells really like a strong scrumpy. Really, well, it's got tor on the front, so it's dry, and you can really smell that it is. God, that smells definitely a lot stronger than the Henry Weston's Vintage. Got a slight oakiness to it too, but you can just smell the tannins that are going to be in this cider. Oh, smells lovely. So, well, let's get it poured in. 9% ABV, blimey heck. Kind of glad that it does only, well, I think it only comes in these size bottles. Bobby Fischer didn't say otherwise, but oh boy. Yes, as I said, I'm glad I'm only having this one tonight. You know what, let's get all that sediment in as well, why not? There we go, that will be taking its pride of place on top of my drinks cabinet. But I'm sure you've seen the colour already, but there we go. It's, yeah, quite light gold in colour. Unfortunately, the light's kind of bad again, but you can even see the camera at the, at the back of it. But yeah, quite hefty carbonation, as you can see, all rising to the top and everything. Slight cloudy hue to it, but yeah, it's a lot lighter in colour than I would have expected from such a strong cider. So, well, looks good anyway. Any more smells on the glass? Strangely enough, now it smells a little bit sweeter. But I'm getting a touch of licorice, or maybe it's molasses. Slight touch of coffee as well. Smells really nice. So well, here we go. Cheers, Bobby Fischer, and cheers to all you guys. Here's to I don't know who actually makes this. Is it Gutecider that actually makes it? I'm not sure, but whoever makes it, cheers to them, and here's to, well, Gutecider. Whoa. Oh. That's strong. That is strong. Bloody hell. Oh, that knocked my socks off, that did. Blimey heck. Ugh. Let's get a second one. Blimey. Well, you can taste the strength in this cider. My goodness me. This is big, massive alcohol hit in the aftertaste. You can taste the alcohol, boom, right there. Very, very bitter initial taste on this one. Almost to the point of it being a bit unpleasant to drink. But underneath all there is a nice, massive tannic hit as well, which goes with the slight oakiness that I'm getting in the initial taste as well. Strangely enough, this kind of mellows out as it's kind of going down your throat, but it is all, all amalgamates to this massive alcohol hit. I mean, blimey neck, this isn't a danger cider. It says 9% ABV, and that is definitely what you're getting in this drink. Let's get another one. I'm going to be taking my time with this one, that's for sure. Blimey neck. Wow. I will say this now. This is not going to be for everybody at all. Because it is such a strong ABV and it has such strong, bitter characters to it, it's definitely not going to be to everyone's taste. I don't mind it. It's kind of, I think it's a little bit too fizzy. If it was, the carbonation is still going, you see there, the carbonation is still going nice and strong there. I feel that if this was slightly less sparkling, or even still, you'd probably be able to appreciate the flavours a little bit more, but they kind of detract from it a bit because the initial taste is quite fizzy, and, excuse me, knew that was going to happen. It was obviously going to happen with that much carbonation, but yeah, I feel that if it wasn't as fizzy as it is, then the flavours would probably come out a lot more than they already do, to be honest, but it kind of does detract away from it. So, yeah, I don't mind it, but I can see it being a very acquired taste, this cider, so let's go in for a final taste before the final verdict. It's got quite a full-bodied texture behind it, and leaves you with quite a dry mouthfeel as well, but not like, desert dry, like you feel like you gotta keep on drinking it, or even have like a bit of water afterwards to quench your thirst. So it's got a lot of pros to it, this cider, but it's got a couple of negatives that I can see that stop it from being enjoyed by everybody out there. As I said, I don't mind it, but there is just a couple of bits like too much carbonation and the real bitterness at the start. It doesn't really do it for me. But everything else, the tannin, the tannic taste, the oakiness, and the big massive alcohol hit at the end, I really, really like. So with that respect, I'm going to go and give, for a final verdict, Gutecider. It's a tough one. I'm going to go and give it a 6 out of 10. That's not saying that it is a terrible cider. I mean, 6 out of 10 is still above average, but it is an acquired taste. As I said, I don't mind it. It's not my favourite cider that you've sent me, Bobby Fischer. I mean, it's going to take a lot to get to beat that Varmdo Brasserie Tour cider. That was just absolutely divine. But what I will say is, if you do like your massive, dry tannic ciders and you like a massive alcohol kick, this one is going to be for you. But everyone else, still give it a go, see what you think. But it is definitely an acquired taste. So there we go. That is another episode of the Cider Drink for you guys. I hope you liked it. And as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. But until then, I'm going to take my time with this because, yeah, it's a bit of a monster of a drink. So take care, guys. Until next time.